My name is Dr. Claire Blennerhassett. I contributed to the chapter Common Sports and Exercise Nutrition Myths encountered by coaches and athletes, predominantly in relation to carbohydrates. I'm a senior lecturer at Edge Hill University within the Faculty of Health, Social Care and Medicine. I joined the institution in the latter stages of my PhD and completed this in 2018. This research explored the nutritional knowledge and nutritional intake of ultra-endurance athletes, alongside the factors that influence their food choices, preparation and during a race. This information was used to design an intervention study to optimise nutritional intake and performance during the 35-mile race around campus. Prior to my academic career, I was employed as a dietitian in the NHS, predominantly in the field of weight management. This included a period as a research dietitian within the lifestyle arm of a breast cancer research centre within Manchester. As such, my research interests are diverse, but something that brings them all together is the issue of sustainability. Regardless of the population group, athlete or non-athlete, the finite resources the planets have poses a considerable challenge for meeting the nutritional needs of current and future generations.
Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Mahon, a lecturer in sports nutrition at Liverpool John Moores University. I have an academic background in both public health nutrition and sports nutrition, but my main passion, both in terms of research and practice, is in ultra-endurance sports nutrition, and in particular, optimising the intakes of athletes when they're out in the field. So I co-wrote the chapter on common sport and exercise nutrition myths with Dr. Claire Blennerhassett and Dr. Emma Sparks. Now, nutrition can be quite a frustrating field to work in, as everyone eats, so everyone has an opinion on food and diet. And so there's so much information out there, particularly on the internet, that isn't necessarily accurate, evidence-based or appropriate. Therefore, what we wanted to do in this chapter was to identify some of the most common sport nutrition myths that are recounted by coaches and athletes, and to provide an evidence-informed and contextual approach to understand their mythical status in order to dispel them. So ultimately, we hope this chapter will help provide you with some key nutritional considerations when working with athletes, and to give you some practical recommendations too. So we split the chapter up into four main areas. The first one looks at fluid and hydration. So looking at fluid intake requirements, and also which fluids are most effective in terms of rehydration. The next section looks at dietary fat and carbohydrate intake, and tackles some of the popular myths at the moment, such as do athletes need to avoid carbohydrates in order to lose weight? We then look at protein, and in particular the idea that more protein is always best. And the final section of the chapter looks at supplements. Frequently, when people think of the term sports nutrition, the first thing that comes to mind is supplements. But how important actually are they, and should we be recommending them to our athletes? So we hope you find this chapter useful to both your study and practice.